Are you interested in investing in Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies? Do you even know what cryptocurrency is, let alone know whether it's a good investment for you? I know there's been a lot of hype recently about cryptocurrency, and today I'm going to show you the 5 things that you need to know about cryptocurrency coming up. Hey everyone, it's Ali, the Finance Father, and welcome to my channel, where you will learn all kinds of financial information such as investing, making passive income, credit management, how to lower your taxes, and other personal finance strategies to help you financially live a better life. And today, I'm going to teach you about the top 5 things about cryptocurrency that you need to know before you invest in it. But before I begin, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it will really help me out. So let's jump right in. All right, so what is cryptocurrency? Well, cryptocurrency is simply a digital currency where you can exchange for goods and services. Now you may think, all right, so what is a digital currency? Well, a digital currency is money that exists in digital form. Simple as that. But and it's different from tangible money. So we are all used to commonly using paper bills and coins to pay for goods and services. Well, that's tangible money. So cryptocurrency is using digital money. And so that's really an electronic way to transfer money. So let me give you an easy example. Credit card transactions are a form of using digital money. When you go to the store or when you shop online and you put in your credit card information, well, that information is being sent electronically through the internet, and that transaction of digital money is being sent to the merchant. No physical money is exchanging hands, but the credit card company is sending over electronically currency over to the merchant to pay for those goods and services. Now, digital currency uses the internet or, say, a company's private owned network to transfer and exchange information. So now cryptocurrency really came into being in the news back in 2008. There was a guy by the name of Satoshi Nakamoto who wrote this white paper in this cryptocurrency forum that some people were reading, and he came out with this new way of cryptocurrency that combines crypto with something called blockchain. And I'll talk about blockchain a little bit later. But he came out with this paper and it was revolutionary, and a lot of people were interested in it, and that's how the cryptocurrency craze started. Now, in this white paper, he talked about this system, which is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, so that individuals can electronically communicate and transfer currencies with other people, with other institutions, with merchants, all safe, and a lot of it being open and public to the community, okay? And so this started this whole craze about cryptocurrency, and especially some of the cryptocurrencies that are really popular, like Bitcoin, which I'll talk about in a minute. But if you're interested in reading that white paper, I put a link down below in the description. But I gotta tell you, it is a pretty dry read, so if you're looking to fall asleep, go ahead and read that paper. All right, so how do cryptocurrencies really work? Well, as I mentioned a little while ago, cryptocurrencies use something called blockchain for security. Now, blockchain can get pretty difficult because it's a fairly complex topic, but I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible. Now, blockchains, just think of them as types of databases that hold certain information. So for example, if you think about Quicken or QuickBooks, those softwares contain all your financial information in order to keep track of your budgets or your taxes and your costs. And so that database, it would be considered like a blockchain. Another good example is your contacts on your phone or Facebook. All that contact information would be considered a database. And so in the crypto world, or for cryptocurrencies, blockchains specifically store transactional data. Now, what type of transaction data is this? Well, it's how many Bitcoins or how much cryptocurrency do you have? Who did you buy it from and what was that type of transaction? And if you sold it or you bought in exchange for goods and services, what type of transaction was there? And so the blockchain records and stores all of that information. And they kind of store it in what is similar or commonly called as ledgers. So now what a ledger is, and I'll give you the easiest analogy to think about, is think about your credit card statement or even your bank statement, okay? If you look at it, your bank statement or your credit card statement includes, okay, what purchases have you made? What payments have you made? What kind of activity has surpassed within the last month or the last few weeks or year or so? And what is your balance? So that ledger is what the blockchain includes, and it keeps track of all of those transactions. Now, the security measure that is included in blockchains is that the blockchain database itself is duplicated across many thousands of different computers. So for instance, if I have cryptocurrency and I buy a good or a service with it, okay, that transaction is going to be stored in a blockchain. And the end result or the merchant there is also going to have transactions that people have paid through Bitcoin. And so they're going to have a ledger that shows that I paid a certain amount of money for that type of service or a good. I'm going to have my own ledger that says that I've paid for the same thing and how much it was. And so now we have two ledgers. And so when somebody else does a transaction with me, it gets added on to that blockchain. And so now throughout the world, you're going to have all these different transactions that are going to be recorded and are going to be proof of the activities that have happened. What does this do? Well, for one, it makes it very hard to manipulate, okay? So if you wanted to go in and say, you know what? I didn't really pay that person or that merchant $100. Actually, I paid him $1,000 and you want to lie about it? Well, you can't just change your own ledger. That merchant has their own ledger of blockchain. Somebody else has the same blockchain kind of path that shows that transaction that you paid $100. And so over the thousands of computers out there and all the blockchains, you would have to go in and change all of these transactions and at all of these blockchain instances. And so that's a security measure that is really attractive to many folks. And it also prevents a lot of hackers from coming in. So it makes it really pretty secure. Now, there's more to blockchain and the security, like hashing and signature, digital signatures, also how to use private and public keys to access your information and to transact. But this gets really complicated and something that I'm going to leave for another video. All right, so who is using cryptocurrencies? Well, according to CoinMarketCap, which is a well-known market research and cryptocurrency analytics firm, there are more than 6,700 different cryptocurrencies that are being traded today on the public market. Now, the total value of the cryptocurrency world is about $1.6 trillion, which is huge. And of that, the most popular cryptocurrency, and you probably know what it is, the number one is Bitcoin. And their value right now is close to $1 trillion. So they are by far the largest cryptocurrency that is most widely used and most recognized. So some of the other largest cryptocurrencies out there besides Bitcoin include Ethereum or Tether or even Binance Coin. I don't know if you call it Binance Coin or Binance Coin, but those are some of the largest ones. And you can see here on the list some of the other names as well. Now, cryptocurrency and the transactions first occurred several years ago, and the first well-known transaction that many people refer to was there was a person in the US that wanted to buy pizzas, and he didn't have the actual money. So remember, we talked about the tangible money. He didn't have that, but he wanted to pay for the pizzas in Bitcoins. Of course, the pizza place, the company, didn't accept Bitcoins at the time, so he sent out a notice to anyone that he would offer them 10,000 Bitcoins in exchange for them buying 2 pizzas for him. And so there was somebody that took him up on that offer in Europe and called up a pizza company nearby, ordered 2 pizzas and had them delivered, and the guy in the US sent over 10,000 Bitcoins, which today would be worth a lot of money. So that was a smart transaction. But just to know that back then, the pizza company was not the company that was accepting Bitcoins. It was just the transaction between those 2 people. So you might think, all right, well, the pizza company didn't accept Bitcoins or cryptocurrencies. So what companies actually do accept cryptocurrencies? Well, over the years, there has been a lot of new companies that have came out and announced that they're accepting cryptocurrency as a form of payment. Some of these include PayPal, AT&T, Microsoft is a big one, even BMW. You can buy your next car using cryptocurrency. And just recently, Tesla announced that they would be also accepting cryptocurrency. And they actually even took about $1.5 billion out of their company's cash to buy cryptocurrencies. Another recent one is the Bank of New York Mellon. They also came out and said, okay, we will now be accepting cryptocurrencies as a form of payment. So you could see that the list of companies is growing and more companies are beginning to accept cryptocurrency as a form of payment. All right, so now we talked about what companies accept cryptocurrencies. So you might be wondering, all right, so how do I get my hands on some cryptocurrencies? Well, the first thing you need to do is go to one of these digital exchanges or online brokers that offer cryptocurrencies. That can include Coinbase. They're the largest exchange out there that you can use to buy and sell and trade cryptocurrencies, eToro, or even Robinhood. And once you go to those sites, then you can create an account, and the first thing you're going to need to do is open up a wallet. Now, what is a wallet? Well, it's an online app that really holds your special critical information that is only relevant to you, such as your private and your public keys and your addresses. I know I haven't really spoken to that, but that's going to be for another video. But really, that special critical information is what makes it all secure. And once you have that, created that account and you have your wallet, well, now you're ready to transfer real money into cryptocurrency, and now you can be in the world of cryptocurrency. So now, what are some of the reasons why people are so interested in currency and some of the benefits in cryptocurrencies? Well, first is many people believe that this is going to be the currency of the future, okay? They believe that hard, tangible money and cash is going to go away and everything is going to become and turn over to a digital currency, and cryptocurrency fits right in. Second reason is many people believe that they don't want the banks to have any kind of control or regulation over how the money supply is used. And so this kind of removes the central banks from it, and even governments, okay? So no government involvement, no bank involvement. You can have one person to one person, or one person to a company, or company to company use cryptocurrency to make all kinds of transactions. Third is that their participants are really kept anonymous. So in the past, cryptocurrency has many times been used to buy illegal items or drugs because the party's information is kept secret, okay? The public nature of blockchain shows you the transactions, and it's throughout many computers, and you can see what is being bought, but not who is buying it or who is selling it. So the anonymity is very important here. Also, investors like the speculative nature. So you see right now Bitcoin, a lot of cryptocurrencies rising up, and so a lot of investors are intrigued and interested in kind of riding that wave. Now, keep in mind, cryptocurrencies are not widely used as a form of payment or as a form of currency. I mentioned there are a lot of companies that have announced that they are accepting cryptocurrencies, but in general, you just don't go to the grocery store or go to Best Buy and say, okay, I want to pay for these goods with cryptocurrencies. It's not that widely accepted. There's also another downfall to cryptocurrency is that it doesn't generate any cash flows. So this is not like a company where when you invest in it, that company is going to grow and provide additional cash flows to those investors. Okay? The only way you really make money in cryptocurrency is by buying Bitcoin or buying any kind of cryptocurrency at a low price as it moves up, and then you sell it and you make that profit there. But that's the speculative nature, and who knows what cryptocurrency is going to do. Now we'll just have to see over the next few years how the population and how broader cryptocurrency acceptance gets. And we'll also have to check to see whether governments are going to come in and form some kind of laws or regulate it in some way which will restrict the use of it. But that's something to watch out for the future. Well, I hope you got value out of this cryptocurrency video, and if so, please smash the like button as it'll really help me out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel where you'll find and learn other financial information and tips. And while you're at it, leave me a comment below if you had any questions on this video, or if you'd like for me to cover any other topics in future videos. Thanks for watching and have a great day.